Hi. Welcome to BR Film Recaps. Today we will gonna show you a psychological horror film called Orphan. But before we start, can we ask a little favor for you? Please like and subscribe for us to get us motivated in creating more video like this. Thank you very much.
In the place of Estonia, 2007. On her first day as the new director of art therapy, a young woman by the name of Anna shows up at the SCIFI Institute. While Anna meets with the institute's director, Dr. Novotny, the facility is put on lockdown when it is revealed that Lena Klamer, their most dangerous patient, has escaped. Lena approaches Anna in a dimly lit space, and Anna falls for her trick of posing as a young patient. Lena is discovered and returned to custody before she can attack Anna. Lena has a gland problem that gives her the appearance of a child, and in the past, she has exploited this to her advantage to get adopted into another family. As Dr. Novotny informs Anna, it is implied that Lena murdered the entire family before being transported there, thus she was unable to seduce the father. She would struggle against the bindings, which resulted in injuries to her wrists and neck. Dmitry, an orderly, frequently visits Lena's cell. By inviting him inside her cell and giving him the notion that she will seduce him, she persuades him to assist her in tying her ribbons around her. Dmitry is instead killed by Lena by hitting his head against the wall repeatedly. She starts to leave after taking his coat and ID. As a security officer attempts to stop her, Lena uses another aggressive patient named Lodi to attack and kill the guard with his own baton. On her way out, Lena manages to flee, and Anna informs Dr. Novotny that the position is not for her. Lena hits Anna in the head when she gets home. She then uses Anna's computer to search a database of missing children and finds a girl named Esther Albright who resembles Lena much. She smacks Anna in the skull a couple more times as she makes her preparations and notices that she is still alive. Then, before an officer discovers her, Lena disguises herself as Esther by dressing as a young girl. Tricia and Alan Albright are in Darien, Connecticut, watching their son Gunnar, a teenager, compete in a fencing match. When Esther vanished 4 years prior, Alan has not moved on. Alan is approached by Detective Donnan, who has been involved in Esther's case, and he informs him that there has been an update. Lena has concocted a false narrative in which she was kidnapped, carried to Russia, and forced to pass for a woman's daughter until she was able to flee. She is transported to America where she reunites with the Albrights. Lena is brought by Tricia to Dr. Seeger for evaluation. The real Esther was aware of the bird that is in Dr. Seeger's office, but she makes a mistake when mentioning it. Tricia is chatting to Dr. Seeger when Lena switches on the PA speaker and hears Tricia's concerns about Esther's behavior. Lena then overhears Tricia's concerns and falsifies an attack by a bird that tore her clothing in order to get them to leave and go home. Lena notices Donnan photographing her from a distance as she heads home. Alan takes Lena to his abandoned art studio at home, which he had left after Esther vanished. Alan provides her with the necessary charcoal materials so that she can create a portrait of him when she mentions that she can paint. Tricia observes Lena admirably examining the painting from a distance. Donnan stops by the family during supper to see how Esther is doing. Lena becomes concerned that he is listening in on them, so she hides and listens in on their talk. Later, Lena observes Alan and Tricia as they make ready to have a sexual encounter. Then she shreds Tricia's dress with malice. Gunnar throws a party for his pals after Alan and Tricia attend Tricia's work banquet. When Lena approaches and tries to join, Gunnar asks her to leave, and she responds by telling him to fuck himself. Donnan soon shows up and questions Gunnar. Lena discovers as he takes a sample from her room when he uses the restroom. She then follows him home. Tricia arrives home and walks into Lena's room and finds her journal from the SCIFI Institute, as well as Donnan's home address written down. Lena goes to his house just as he pulls together that she is not really Esther. She stabs Donnan in the back repeatedly and wonders how he knew she is not Esther, to which he answers that Tricia knows too. Then Tricia shoots multiple times, killing Donnan. Tricia admits to Lena that she is aware of the whole scheme and explains why she is willing to participate. The actual Esther was murdered by Gunnar in an accident, and rather than risk losing her second child by sending him to jail, Tricia assisted Gunnar in covering it up. By throwing Donnan's body down a hole, where it is hinted Esther's body is also down there, and sending an email claiming he is taking a break, she aids Lena in covering up Donnan's murder. They keep up the illusion for Alan's sake since Trisha knows he would lose it if he discovers Esther is actually missing. Trisha tells Gunnar everything when they get home, and he is upset that Lena has such control over them. Lena receives instruction from Trisha on how to persuade everyone else that she is actually Esther, by sharing recollections that the real Esther would be aware of. Lena smacks Gunnar twice when he provokes her in private. Trisha tries to put Lena to sleep before dinner by putting a huge amount of her medication in her mac and cheese. As Lena becomes suspicious, she takes the food to her room and dumps it next to a vent where she has seen a rat living. Alan visits Lena and shows her the impact of blacklight on his paintings. Lena discovers Trisha's plans when she later observes that the rat has perished as a result of the contaminated mac and cheese. Trisha believes Lena is drawn to Alan as well, but she teases Lena by joking that if he knew the truth, he would never feel the same way about her. Later, Lena makes breakfast for the family, but she serves Trisha a smoothie that contains the dead rat. After drinking it, she notices it and throws the rat down the garbage disposal. The family goes to a train station as Alan heads to work, where Lena makes a futile attempt to force Trisha and Gunnar into the tracks. Lena resists Trisha's attempts to haul her away, pepper sprays Gunnar in the face, and then steals Trisha's car. Police discover Lena and return her to her house. Lena then attempts to commit suicide, but Trisha and Gunnar believe it is no longer worthwhile for her to masquerade as Esther, so they try to murder her. Lena escapes and flees the situation. When Gunnar discovers her by herself in her room, he tries to attack her, but Lena fatally stabs him. Just as the home catches fire, Trisha snaps and chases for Lena. As soon as Alan gets home, he witnesses Lena and Trisha fighting on the roof as he watches them fall and hold on. Trisha collapses and hits her head on the pavement as Alan arrives in time to save Lena. Alan eventually realizes Lena's deception when her false teeth fall out, but before he can intervene, he too falls to his death. Even as the police show up, Lena keeps acting like Esther. Lena, who still thinks she is sweet little Esther, is taken in by Dr. Seeger as she is getting ready to be placed in an adoption home. Lena then gives the camera what appears to be a small smile before switching to a sinister scowl.